Welcome. Are you wondering, why did he ghost me? I'm Rosetta. Pick a card and let's do a detailed tarot reading for you to answer that question. Why did he ghost me? Why did he ghost you, I should say? And you're choosing among three cards. You're going to pick card number 1, card number 2, or card number 3. And if you've made your choice, timestamp for the card you chose will be in the description below. Let's go. Welcome Group 1. So we're going to be asking tarot guidance for why did he ghost you? Why did this person just disappear without a word or a trace? Stopped replying to texts? Or just came up with some kind of lame excuse that didn't seem to make any sense for why you weren't going to be seeing each other? All right, so let's find out. Why did he ghost you? Why did he ghost you? Okay, so this is going to be a pretty quick and easy one. He just didn't feel comfortable with your personality. He felt you were too straightforward. He felt you were too opinionated, maybe. He just felt like maybe he didn't like the way you communicated. So I think you get the basic idea of what happened here. He also is looking for just someone who is so balanced, so even-tempered, so easygoing, and he felt that you're just a little bit too much woman for him to handle, or just too much person for him to handle. So, he also had some issues. He felt, whether rightly or wrongly, that you were a little spendier than, so it's just you're a little too fun-loving, you're a little too, maybe what he perceived as irresponsible with money. Felt like you're a little too straightforward. Maybe you're somebody who likes to swear a lot. So those were basically the issues. So let's see if we have anything else to tell you about this. This was pretty quick and easy, straightforward one. Anything else? Anything else from this person? Why did he ghost you? Yeah, he wants to say, it's not about money, it's about balance. It wasn't really about how he perceived you. I mean, for some of you, this might even be that you are very well off and he is not. But he just sees there's an imbalance between the two of you, how you see life, and he is just at this point being very picky. Let me just ask him one more thing. Why the pickiness, though? Yeah. So there's just a lot of hurt in his past. He also has known physical wants. So one of the things that he gets really picky on is that he wants to be with someone who has the same ideas of spending, the same ideas on saving for the future, putting everything toward the greater good, or toward a goal, instead of going out and having fun quite as much. But he's saying there's nothing wrong with it, though. He's emphasizing there's nothing wrong with it. It's just felt it's not right for him. So did this seem to speak to your situation? If it didn't, please check out my reading for Group 2 and Group 3. See who comes through there. Because remember, this is a group tarot reading. There are nuggets of insight for, I believe, everyone who views, because I program it that way. But sometimes a clearer message comes through for one of the cards you didn't choose. It's just tarot works in mysterious ways like that. If this did speak to you, please like, subscribe, click the bell, and I would love to hear from you. So if you feel like sending me a message, I would love to hear it, and I will always respond. As always, sending you love and blessings, and I hope to see you in my next video. Welcome, Group 2. We're going to try to answer for you the question, why did he ghost you? You might be asking yourself, why did he ghost me? What happened? See what we can find out for you. And because this is a group tarot reading, guys, please take what resonates, leave the rest. If this doesn't sound like your person at all, as I lay out the cards, please check out the reading for Group 1 or Group 3, because the way I program these readings before I even get on the video is that there's going to be some insight for every person who views, right? But probably not everything will apply, because these readings are attempting to give something to so many different people. So they're very different than a one-on-one tarot reading, which is all about you. All right, let's see what we have. Why did he ghost me is the question. So far, lots of swords coming up. Oops, all right. Things are jumping out. We'll get to them later. Okay, the card you chose was emotional withdrawal. So if you happen to read that on the card as you chose it, then maybe that is something that you're feeling. But look at this. We've got the Knight of Swords riding away, riding out of the picture. We have the Seven of Swords, which is somebody who is usually not that nice a person. This is somebody who likes to get away with things. The root of the situation is he's somebody who just wants to have it all. I get the feeling that he does not like being pushed into a more serious relationship than what he feels it is at the time. He wants to have his options open to make choices. So that, I feel, is the biggest part of it. But this is also saying, no loss to you, Group 2, because this is not a person who is an excellent, loving person. This is a person who's more, I would say, on the selfish side and more on the trying to take whatever he can get side. And maybe that is not what you would have been looking for in the first place. Okay, so we've got, 4 cards jumped out. Let's see what they are. Yes, changeable, variable. What he says on one day is not what he's going to say the next day. This is not a question of time. So it's not like, so don't be beating yourself up if you feel like, oh, if I just didn't have that exclusivity conversation or something, everything would have been fine. It's not really about that. It's true he doesn't want to be tied down, but this is not about what you did or didn't do. This is more about who he is. Yeah, he also likes to be in control. He likes to be in charge. He doesn't want to be making decisions as a couple. He's just not into that stuff at this phase of his life. And then the final card, Queen of Cups. Okay, this is who you are. If you're in the right place in this reading, you are a very loving person. You are a person with a lot emotionally to give. That you to another person can give the safety and the love and the softness and all of this good stuff. It's just not what this guy is looking for right now. So that's pretty much it. Did this reading speak to you? If it did, that is great. Please like, subscribe, click the bell. Leave me a comment if you feel moved. I'd love to hear from you. But if it didn't speak to you, please check the reading for Group 1 or Group 3 and see whether your person turns up in either of those readings. All right, sending you love and blessings, and I hope to see you in my next video. Welcome, Group 3. As I shuffle the cards for you, please focus on the person that you're concerned about. Remember, this is a group tarot reading, so take what resonates with you, leave the rest. If you don't feel like I'm talking about your person, also because this is a group reading, please check out the readings for Group 1 and Group 2, because sometimes your person will come through in a different pick a card than the one that you chose. I see that over and over again. People will say, hey, I ended up watching all three and I got my answer in, a different group than the one that was my favorite, than the card that was my favorite. All right, why did he ghost me is the question we're trying to answer. So he's going through a lot right now. Yeah, this is kind of, once again, nothing about you, nothing you did wrong, nothing that you should have done differently. This is just about, he is not into any relationship with anybody really right now. So you are in the right place if you happen to know that the person you're asking about has been through a lot of stuff lately. So maybe lost a job, maybe has had problems with his work, maybe lost a family member, maybe just has just come out of another relationship that he didn't want to end. So there's all kinds of stuff going on, and it just feels like he wants some peace and quiet for a while. Maybe he thought he was ready and he's not ready, and he just doesn't want to have to give anything in a relationship to another person. He just wants to be on his own, sorting things out for himself for a while. Let's see if I have anything else for you, group 3. Anything else to tell group 3 about this ghosting? Yeah, so also, it's looking like you had some disagreements and he just wasn't in the mood for any kind of disagreements and fighting, or he was disagreeing with some things he experienced with you and he just kept it to himself and maybe never said anything about it. But he felt there were going to be conflicts if you continued on. And he wasn't feeling it. He's not ready at this time. So will he ever be ready at a future time? I get the sense from him that there's no reason to even ask the question. He's too exhausted, really, to even think about how he's going to feel in a while. So this is not, we're not getting inside his head at this moment. We're going to move on to just see what Spirit has for you, because I think a lot of my clients want to hang on, and so their question would be, well, could he change his mind in a few months? Should I stay in touch with him? All those kinds of questions. So let's go to Spirit for those. So should group 3 stay in touch with this person? Even though he has ghosted them, should they keep trying? Yep, no, you should not keep trying. This is not going to change and I don't see him coming back, but if he were to, he needs to make up his own mind to come back. This has to be about his choice. And right now, he is just not in a place in his life that he can even think about being in a real relationship. So did this reading speak to you? If it did, please like, subscribe, and click the bell. If you feel like leaving me a comment, I would love to hear from you. And if not, please, as I said earlier, go check out Group 1 and Group 2 and see whether you get the message you were looking for there. All right, thank you for joining me, sending you love and blessings, and I hope to see you on another one of my videos.